Welcome to Me and You Outside. Guess where I'm at? Yes, I'm at Bass Pro Shop Catalog Outlet Store. The only catalog outlet store that Bass Pro has in the United States of America. I tell you that every time I do a video here, but it's true. And they got some great bargains in here, I am sure, because the seasons are starting to change. They're going to be putting out some different stuff that have to do with hunting and all that. They still have a lot of good fishing stuff in here, I'm pretty sure. We'll go check that out. But I'm glad you're watching. Let's go in Bass Pro Shop Catalog Outlet Store in Springfield, Missouri, find out what kind of deals they have today. And hopefully we can get in here by this weekend, because it is currently August the 14th. August the 14th today. And it's a Thursday, so by Friday and Saturday, some of the stuff I'm showing you in here will still be here. Some of them won't be, okay? So not guaranteed nothing there. So let's go in the outlet store, see what kind of deals they got today.
And it's about to be my birthday.
As you can see, I got my granddaughter Brinley here. She just walked in the door there. Jackson's running the camera today, so we're gonna go in together, all three of us, find out what we can find in the outlet store. Now, when I come in here, I have kind of the same routine that I do every time. I don't know why, I just do. First thing I like to do is I like to check the reel case, because a lot of these reels in here are marked off 50% of what their original price is. And you can find some really good buys on reels in here. I'm just telling you right now, if you ever come down here at this and come in this outlet store, you'll see what I'm talking about. They have a lot of different reels in here, a lot of closed face reels in here, which are really good for kids. Those reels right there, let's see. Most of them, these are pretty high dollar ones. Are 140 new. They sell for, they got them in here for 70 bucks. Again, it's a pretty high dollar reel. Now here's a little reel right here, a little Shakespeare close face right there. That's a little Shakespeare. It was almost 20 bucks. They marked it down to $10. So that's what I'm saying. Most of these reels in here are marked off 50%. Okay, I'm telling you right now, about all of them are. Here's a bunch of bait casting reels right here. All these bait casting reels are half off. There's a $200 bait casting reel right there. They got it for 100 bucks. 120 on that one right there. They got it for 60. 120 for 60 for that one. There's a $50 bait casting reel right there. They got it in here for 25.
$80 one, and now it's 40.
Yep, 80 and now it's 40. All kinds of great deals. Then you have your spin cast reels here. Now they have some pretty good sized spin cast reels in here. These are more of a higher end pin reels right here. A lot of these pin reels are half off. And I see one in there, a big old pin reel's 140 bucks new. They sell it for $70 here in the outlet store. And here's a bunch of more pin reels. Pin is a great brand, and most of you know that as you're watching this. These are $120 reels down to 60 bucks. There's just all kinds of different sizes. There's some great big old bait casting reels in there, which would be good for ocean fishing. And again, every one of them's marked about 50% off, okay? These are new right here. They just got these in. They weren't here. Well, I haven't been here for a couple of weeks, but they sure weren't here then. They're $1,000 new. They got them in here for $700. So if you're looking at buying a kayak like this, you can save about $300 on one in the outlet store. So it's worth it if you were in the market for this kind of a kayak right here. There's a big old tent, sleeps 8 people. It was 180 bucks. They got it in here for 90. It's called a hybrid tunnel tent. That's interesting. Never seen one of them in here before. Huge casting net right here. I mean, that thing is massive. That's a 12-foot casting net. It looks like it was sold new for $240. They marked it half off. Yeah, $240, then went down to $120. Not bad. If you're in the market for a 12-foot casting net, which I can't cast a 12-footer. I could if I practiced or learned it, but I have never learned to do that. This is the first ever collapsible style hoop net. A hoop net. I'm unfamiliar with hoop nets. Why? Because they're illegal in the state of Missouri. You can't do a hoop net. So somebody bought this hoop net out of state, no doubt, where it's legal, and they decided they didn't want it, probably mailed it back to Bass Pro. Bass Pro puts it in the catalog out store. This thing sold for $230 new. They got it in here for $110. Good buy on that if you can use a collapsible hoop net. Again, here, no, you do it. It's funny, I know what this is. Or do I? Oh, it's a sand flea rake. What? A sand flea rake. It was $50. I got it here for 25 bucks. What in the world would you do with a sand flea rake? I'm not sure what you do with a sand flea rake. I'm assuming you rake the sand with it. Kind of an interesting thing. But again, here in Missouri, nah, no need for that.
This is normally $140 and now it's 70.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice seat for a bass boat right there. It's a nice seat. Nice. Oh, look at that drill here. See that big drill right there? Again, wouldn't do us any good here in the state of Missouri. It was $300 new, and they got in here for $150. So they basically marked it off. Again, 50% off. So good buy if you're in the market for a drill like that. There's another drill. Now this is a hand drill right here. These are no fun to use, but if that's all you got, it works. It was $240 marked down to $120. Again, you people up north, look at that stuff. You go, man, I wish I had that. Well, do you some stuff up there. Anybody interested in a rod? They have got a bunch of new rods in. They just got these in the last week or so. Look at this rod right here. This is an awesome looking rod. It's an offshore angler called a Seafire. Heavy duty. This is a heavy duty rod. 35 bucks on this thing. 35 bucks. Let's see what else it says. It's a 6-footer. The 50 to 80 pound line. So that's a heavy duty rod. That is nice. Heavy. That's for a bait caster. Then they've got a whole bunch of these longer rods, are 10-footers. Now here's a nice rod right here. This is a pin rod. This is a pin, like those reels I was showing you up there, pin reels. This is a pin rod, and it's only 40 bucks. It's called the Fierce 4. Some of the reels up there were Fierce 4, which you would connect to this rod right here, and you'd have quite the setup. That is a good rod. That's a 9-footer, but it's a good rod. Strong. You can trust a pin rod. Anyways, a lot of these rods in here, they're way half off. Some of them more than half off. They got a ton of them. A lot of 10-footers in here for fishing from the beach, that kind of thing. Lots of 10-footers. They didn't have these in here. I went to Florida here a while back, and I came here to buy one of them 10-footers. They didn't have any. Now I come back from Florida. After I went to Florida, I bought one full price down there in Florida. I come back here in Missouri in the outlet store. Now they have all kinds of 10-footers. They didn't have those when I left to go to Florida. So I missed out. Could have saved a lot of money right there. There's all kinds of rods. Here's another pin rod right here. 40 bucks. Good rod. Look at that long handle right there. I like those. You can really get out there and get some leverage on fish. That's a nice rod right there. That's a great rod. They got tons of rods out there. Tons of rods. I'm telling you, if you're in the market for a rod, right here. This trolling motor right here was $320, marked down to $220, so about almost $100 off. We'll see what it is. It's a 55-pound thrust. Minn Kota. That's a nice. Those are good. I got 2 of those. Those are great trolling motors. Bean cooker. That's a nice looking fish cooker right there. It was $180. They marked it half off to $90. Canopy right here. 40 bucks on this canopy. It's a 10-foot at the base, 8-foot at the top.
It's normally 80 bucks.
It's normally 80 bucks, marked down to $40. Man, if you're in need of a canopy right there, that's a cheap one right there, 40 bucks. You never find one that cheap.
60.
Yeah. Here's a little wagon right here. These are kind of popular. Collapsible wagon. It's a quad fold. 60 bucks, marked down to 30. 30 on this little wagon. That's pretty cool. That's a good buy on that. A lot of miscellaneous stuff here. I don't have time to show you everything, folks. You're going to have to come in here and look for yourself. I don't have time to show you everything they've got here, obviously. They still got a ton of gloves in here. I mean, a ton of gloves. I'm hoping they eventually mark these down because there's some really nice Gore-Tex gloves in here. Nice. There's something kind of cool. It's one of these cargo carriers on the back of your vehicle. It was 140, marked down to 70 bucks, so it's half off. They're carrying a lot of things in the outlet store right now. It's 50% off. They don't always do that. Hey, that's cool right there. Clay target thrower. It was 330, and that's marked down to 230. So they basically took off about 100, yeah, 100 bucks off of that. But it looks like it's never been opened. It's all sealed up. See, that's a good buy on that if you're in need of one. Oh, what's this? Crazy Jake combo remote. Oh, that's one of them. Oh my goodness, those are awesome. Remote controls. You can make that gobbler turn. It's 50 bucks. It was 100. It's 50. That's awesome. So it's a combo, so it gives you the Jake and it gives you the hen. 50 bucks, that ain't bad. Good looking shoes. They got lots of shoes and boots here in the store. Right now all their shoes are whatever they're priced. Like these shoes right here is leather, or size 9.5 leather shoes. They're 82 bucks and they're marked 57, and you take another 25% off of that. So it turns out to be not too bad of a buy on shoes right now here at the outlet store. These are interesting here. A pair there, but it's too big. These are size 12. Now these are nice looking shoes. They were 80 bucks, marked to 40. So you take another 25% off of that. So these are gonna run around 30 bucks. I'm gonna buy them. These are great wading shoes with a pair of socks. And me and my son will be fall fishing down the river, wading in the river. And these are pretty strong, well-built shoes. So I'm gonna get them. They're my size. They were 80, down to 40. So I get them for 30. I'm gonna take these shoes. I'm taking them. I love that. It's a great Pro Series Smokehouse. 1,155 square inches, total cooking area. Stainless steel interior. Wow, this was $1,000, marked down to $500. Ooh, that's a serious smoker there. Trailer valet. You're hooking up your boat trailer and moving it around. It's 220 bucks. It was 450. There's a nice scooter. It was 100 bucks, marked down to 50. That is a serious cooler right there.
It has like a good
Yeah, it's made it. Here, on both sides. Trigger.
Oh.
There you go. See that? That'd be easy to pull, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and it has like they're good wheels. Like they're really smooth.
Wow, that's nice. Oh, it's got two rod holders right there. Huh. Isn't that cool?
And you can empty out the water instead of
that's a
like
nice
this
cooler.
one's. And there's stuff up here as well.
Oh, it's a tray, yeah. Wow, that thing's nice. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. Oh, the temptation is great, Jack. There's some nice bait customers. I think I showed this last time I was here. They were Fuji's. They were normally 159. They're marked down to 118. Those will move kind of slow. And you can see they got like probably 50 of them right there. They'll move slow at that particular price. These will. Yeah, it'll be $32.78, something like that.
not military, right?
No.
3266.
I said 3278. Not bad though, is it, Jackson?
It's my school.
There's guy been running the camera for us right there. Brandy been helping me with pricing. We found some good deals today. There you go. Thank you, Sherry.
You're welcome. You have a wonderful day.
You do the same.
Yeah, he is.
Because
We're walking out the store. Got my shoes right here. I'm really happy about these shoes. They're gonna be great water shoes. It's gonna be fantastic for wading up down the river, fall fishing, bass fishing with my son Sean. Here it is, the middle of August, so we'll do that starting in September when the water starts to cool down just a little bit. That's when the bass start hitting top water in the rivers, and we're gonna hit that. So you'll see some videos about that. But there you go. That's what's in the out store today. You got to get down here and see what they got. I try to beat y'all down here because some of the deals in here are just fantastic. And the rods in there, they got some great rods. I'm telling you, if you're in the market for a rod, for a reel, you can come down here from a long ways and still be worth it for you if you buy 2 or 3 rods. But I appreciate you watching this video. Appreciate you subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button if you didn't care. Make a comment if you want to. Wherever you're at in this whole world, my friends, have a good morning, good day, good night. Another video will be coming right around the corner.